Thank you so much, Jen, and thanks to the World Ed and EdTech Center team for organizing this session. Um, as you said, my name is Tad Wamester, and I'm Director of Partnership Development at EnGen. So I get to work with all different types of organizations, from large libraries to community colleges and small nonprofits that are helping English language learners to connect with proficiency gains and career pathways. I am an adult educator by training, and these are two of my favorite partners that are going to be delivering their lightning talks today. So I really look forward to hearing more about their programs. A little bit about, I was just going to also say that I've done a lot of work myself with online transitions over a period of time. So I worked at Upwardly Global, a national nonprofit, for about 10 years. And our transition online took 3 years. And many of these organizations were forced to make that shift online in just a matter of weeks or months. So it's an important time for reflection about what are the programs that we're building for the future. And right now, there's such a focus on reskilling and upskilling. There have been shifts in demand for jobs. We actually have more jobs open than job seekers, but it's really about helping individuals to get the language and the skills they need to fill those jobs. And too often, English language learners are precluded from participation because they need to be at that intermediate level of English language. Next slide. And so that is really what EnGen tries to be. We try to be a bridge that can rapidly, accelerate that journey from a general English class into workforce development certifications, apprenticeship programs, degrees, other certifications that are going to help them to get an in-demand job. So we add both, we accelerate that journey and also add flexibility. Just a couple words about EnGen. So we are a social impact organization. We established ourselves as a public benefit corporation with that mission of increasing equity and access to opportunity at scale. We do that through a web and mobile, so a fully mobile platform that is personalized to each learner. So it's adaptive. Learners get content that are at their level, aligned with their interest. There are keywords that are translated into their native language. So it's a platform that really helps people to get the language skills they need to succeed. We provide support and really think of our customers as partners because we want to help them to adapt their programs, to use that career-focused content, a vast content library that's always growing, and a content library that comes from real-world materials. So it's authentic, and learners really feel that it relates to their goals and their interests. And of course, for any adult educator, they do want to measure that impact. So they can measure that impact through a proficiency assessment, time on task, end of unit assessments. You have access to all of that performance data. Next slide. We utilize task-based language teaching. So again, what does someone want to do with English? Everything is contextualized. We typically add new courses on a monthly basis. This month we have, I think, 3 courses that are coming out. English for automotive, English for pharmacy tech, and we also are working on English for electrical as another career pathway course. These are just some of the programs that we're being utilized in. Workplace English programs, a digital tool is so important to add flexibility, especially whether it's in a manufacturing environment or a hospitality environment where English language learners have different shifts, including the night shift. So we want to build in more flexibility, and technology can increase access and allow learners to learn when they have that ability to learn and when they have that time. We're creating on-ramps to CTE programs, pre-apprenticeship programs, and of course being utilized in integrated education and training where we bring together language and basic skills development along with technical skills and vocational English. This is just a snapshot of our courses. We have currently 71 courses in the platform, and I mentioned that that should be 74 within a month. So whether it's hospitality, food and beverage, or um, going on to the next slide, English for digital literacy. Uh, According to the National Skills Coalition, um, 2/3 of English language learners have digital literacy challenges, whether that's no digital literacy skills or limited digital literacy skills. So we wanted to create a pathway where learners could, on a mobile device, build some of those foundational computer, internet, email skills. Um, Many learners are more comfortable working on a phone than on a computer. So let's give them an on-ramp to studying and improving their digital fluency. We also have focused on healthcare career pathways. I mentioned that we're adding a pharmacy tech pathway, but we have other pathways for healthcare professions, certified nursing assistant, patient care technicians. Um, it's definitely an area where I think we have um, the highest quality content to give an on-ramp for learners into healthcare career pathways. Next slide. And of course, I mentioned it's important to measure, measure that usage. So we measure time on task, which is the biggest predictor of success. We measure proficiency improvements over time, those measurable skill gains, performance and end of unit assessments. And this allows a program to understand, is someone ready to make that transition to a technical training program in English? Uh, we collect uh, we collect feedback from our learners on a regular basis, and also want to measure, are they achieving their real world goals, whether that's transitioning to um, a degree program, a certification program, getting an advancement opportunity at work. And I saw that there was one question in the chat around what levels are the career pathways targeting. We do have content that ranges from beginning literacy all the way up to advanced English. Some of the career pathway courses are targeted towards, let's say, high beginners or intermediate level learners, again, to accelerate their journey and make sure that they're ready to succeed in that CTE training program. I was really, going through this content as quickly as possible because I want to get past the floor to Danielle and to Fatma. But please do feel free to reach out. And I also did add there's Jamie. Jamie added the same link. So you can go to this upcoming link on the EnGen website and register for a product demo if you want to see more. I would be happy to speak with you. We typically do those on Wednesday afternoons.